Okay, ladies and
Recording in
gentlemen,
progress.
let's start this meeting tonight, please. I'd like to welcome everybody to this regular meeting of the Swanton Village Board of Trustees for Monday, November 14th already, 2022. I'm going to start this meeting out by having a pledge of allegiance to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Well, the first action item on our agenda this evening, I'm going to stray from our norm. And I like to stand a little bit better, I feel taller when I stand up here. So, first of all, we have a new village manager, Swanton Village Manager, but I'd like to start by thanking our present village manager and all that he's done for the past 12 years for the village and the community. And longer than that, he's been a member of our community for a long time, and he's for what he's done in the village office, that looks kind of small from what he's done with the community. So first of all, I'd like to thank Reg and appreciate what he's done for the last 12 years and continues to do for the community. And he's going to hang on for a while to bring our rookie in here. So I might say that right now. But it gives me great pleasure. The trustees and I would like to introduce our new Swanton Village Manager, Bill Sheets. And if he would like to stand up and say a few things, Bill?
Yeah, thanks. I've prepared 45 minutes worth.
Okay. We'll
Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Sheets. Humbled and honored to have what I consider my dream job. So I'll be brief. I grew up in Hog Island, West Swanton. I graduated from Missisquoi somehow in 1985 with maybe the son of Mr. and Mrs. Kilburn here. I did 30 years in the Vermont State Police, holding a variety of management positions to include being the second in command the last 11 years of my career. Since that time, I did a brief stint as the director of the Vermont Police Academy, and I've been teaching throughout North America in leadership, behavioral science-based leadership. So leading with a mind and with a heart, that compassionate leadership. So I've met most of the employees here. I'll echo the same thing that I said to them. My leadership philosophy is pretty simple. Give everybody the resources they need to be successful and trust but verify and stay out of the way. I've been impressed with everything I've seen so far. I really look forward to it. I want to thank the trustees and I want to thank Reg, because this overlap of 4 to 5 weeks should set me up to at least get some basic training wheels on before I start on day one on my own. But I've been assured that all kinds of help is here to lead me in the right direction. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill. And I'd like to thank Reg again, but we have, not that I am bragging a little bit, we have a great team here, like Bill just mentioned, 35 employees, or roughly about 35 employees, and we strive to work together, and the village works with the town, and Reggie has furthered that union. And I'm sure that Bill will continue on and make our community even better than it has. And don't worry, Reg isn't going away. You're still going to see his face around town. So he promised us that.
Except
and Rita
between
did
May
too.
and
So.
August, right?
What's that?
Except between May and September.
Yeah.
It's as long as it takes. How's that?
And I don't think I mentioned, but Reggie is due to his last day is the end of the year, December 31st. So then Bill will take over. So I got everything covered now.
Bill's first start date would be the 28th of this month.
Yes. Yeah. Okay,
So between there and the end of the year, we'll work together on everything that needs to happen. So, I mean, I'll say a few words, and I'm gonna be very brief, because,
you got 45 minutes, just like
no,
Bill.
I'm gonna be brief, because I'll get teary like I did with Sergeant Bedell today. But I think over the years, we've developed more than an employee base, we've developed a family base with our employees. They give to each other, they work together, they strive for excellence to provide the services that the people of the village need and expect. So, yeah, with that said, it's kind of bittersweet, but I know Rita was dropping some hints to me earlier last year. She says, you know, I'm retiring in the end of December. And I said, okay. And she says, you know, I'm retiring at the end of December. I said, oh, okay, honey, I get it. So I started looking, and I started talking to Neil about it, and I think the trustees made a very good choice. Be proud to work along Bill and to make the transition work. It'll be seamless, for sure.
Okay,
Okay?
thanks, Rich. That being said, the press release will go out tomorrow, and I think I'll read that just for those who don't see the press. And it will be on our website in the morning. So this is what we've got for immediate press release. The Swanton Village President and the Village Board of Trustees are pleased to announce the hiring of our next village manager, William Bill Sheets. Bill brings many years of leadership and management experience to this position. Bill has held the position of Major in the Vermont State Police, managing Support Services Division, as well as serving as Field Service Commander. Bill's wide range of management experience will help with the continued growth of our community and maintain the services and businesses the Village of Swanton manages today. Bill's educational background offers a Master of Justice Administration, Bachelor of Arts, and an Associate's of Science. With a start date of November 28th, Bill will work closely with the outgoing manager, Reginald Beliveau Jr., over the next several weeks to ensure a smooth transition. The village president, the trustees, along with the employees of the village, would like to thank Reg for his dedicated service to the village, its residents, and its employees. Reg plans to work part-time on special projects under the direction of the village manager and village trustees. Please join us as we wish Reg a very happy and successful retirement life and welcome Bill into our community. That will go in the paper and on the website tomorrow. So. Okay, now, public comment.
Agenda
Standing.
review. Agenda review.
Oh, wait a minute.
Sorry.
Oh,
Review the
yeah,
agenda.
sorry. Hold that thought. Next item, agenda review. Do we have any agenda review or alterations?
No, sir.
We're still up for an executive session
Yeah.
on
Yes.
legal matters and personnel. Okay,
Okay.
good. Okay, now, public comment. Sandy?
Okay. So, you see this? It's very brief, only a page and a half, because you all know that I'm really good at making a short story long. So I made these notes.
How come Ron is smiling?
And if I can get through this without crying, I'll be doing a good job. Under the leadership of Reg, Swanton Village has made unprecedented progress. With Reg's welcoming open door policy, Swanton Village soon gained a reputation as a community on the move, reaching out to neighboring towns and organizations and taking leadership roles in many. He has always been willing to go above and beyond. This doesn't begin to do justice to Reg's many contributions to our community. We are fortunate to have Reg and Rita staying here in our village and look forward to our continued friendships. Thank you, Reg.
Very well said.
Give
Sandy.
Rita a hug. And welcome to Bill. I mean, how lucky we are to have you come in with your work experience to carry on Reg's legacy. I know you'll do a good job.
I look forward to it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great, thanks for that, Sandy.
That was a surprise. Didn't think anybody knew.
Okay, next item on our agenda this evening, approve and accept the minutes from our Monday, October 24th meeting. Well, we've got a bunch of them here. Tuesday, November 1st, 2022, public hearing. Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022, emergency meeting. And Thursday, November 3rd, 2022, the special meeting. All that. Have a motion to,
Yes, I'll move
Accept
that
the-
we approve the minutes from Monday, October 24th, Tuesday, November 1st, Wednesday, November 2nd, and Thursday, November 3rd.
third. Yeah.
I'll second the motion.
Yes.
Any discussion on the minutes?
Nope,
If
very well
not,
done.
all those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion's carried unanimously. Item number 7, approve and accept our village warrants through Thursday, November 10th, 2022. What's your pleasure on the warrants?
I would make that motion. I'll second it.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the village warrants through November 10th. Any discussion, questions?
Just one.
Adam?
Warrant number 104, 85919, Town of Highgate.
That's the property tax bill for Highgate Hydro.
Okay. And that's based on our generation?
So it's based on our 2021 generation. There was a drought, so that bill is actually substantially lower than it
That's why
normally
I'm
is.
asking.
This year's generation is above average, so next year's tax bill is gonna be quite a bit higher than that.
Okay. Just for the public,
Yeah. Okay, any other questions?
that's all I had.
Okay,
Thank you.
that being said, all those in favor of the motion to approve and accept the warrants signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, that motion is carried unanimously. Item number 8, present voting results from our water bond vote on November 8th, 2022. Diane, do you have the,
Do you have the tally sheet?
I
I emailed you.
don't have it.
Let me,
So we had 339 voters show up, and the bond vote passed 271 yes to 64 no. I had 4 blanks. We had a great turnout. It was nonstop busy from 7 in the morning till 7 at night. I know the girls at the town worked till 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
Most of us were here till 9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it was extremely good, even though people look at that and say, well, it's a low turnout for the village, it's 21%. That's about the highest we ever get. The
Yeah.
village had over a 50% turnout, they had over 2,000 votes come in for the town. So it was really a
Yeah, it
great,
was a heavy
busy
turnout.
day. But the water bond vote passed very high numbers.
That's good, so we can move forward with that project.
Yep.
So, item number 9, Elizabeth is here, I am assuming.
Yes.
And she's gonna tell us about the public hearing, oh, it's gonna be a public hearing, right, tonight, Elizabeth?
Yeah.
For the asbestos abatement at the Riviera Hotel project. And we have a couple page, is this report from KAS, Elizabeth?
It was actually written by me, based on information provided from KAS.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. So, if you're all set, you have the stage.
Okay, thank you. So I apologize, I fully intended to be in person, a sick 4-year-old with a Bosch on that. You may hear her in the background. This is a continuation of what was originally scheduled for September 14th. If you remember at the time, we had talked about applying for funds, sub-grant through regional planning revolving loan fund. So that is what this is about. This is the public hearing that is necessary to satisfy the requirements of the grant agreement. You have to wait a minute. So the public notice was put in the messenger on October 28th. There's a 30-day comment period. We have until November 28th for any comments. I'm not going to read the analysis of brownfield cleanup alternatives, which is known apparently as an ABCA. I believe you all have a copy. It just gives the project description, the site description, and then some of the threats to public health and environment. ECBs are not particularly an issue. There is some paint that will need to be disposed of properly. I'll talk about that again in a minute. I'm going to skip the asbestos. The lead, which I think we were all surprised, actually was not an issue. It's the asbestos that is the issue, and there was really no surprise. There's floor tiles and some wall panels on the first floor, as well as pipe insulation in the basement. It needs to be disposed of prior to demolition. So we really have three alternatives. Do nothing, leave the site as is, which I don't think is actually an option. We could rehabilitate without remediation. Remediation is just another term for abatement. We could do that and run afoul of federal and state laws, which I don't think we want to do. So what we are proposing is remediation with rehab, which is the asbestos abatement with the demolition, or prior to the demolition of the building. So we are just looking for any comments, questions, concerns about that before we move forward with the asbestos abatement.
Well, since we don't have any comments, how do we move this project forward, Elizabeth?
So once the November 28th deadline has passed, if there are no comments, or, I mean, the comments don't necessarily preclude you, it's just you have to take in the comments. I don't mean that to sound dismissive, but, you know, you take in the comments, and then you can choose to move forward at that point after November 28th. I can work with regional planning to kind of on the assumption that we're going to move forward, which I think is a safe assumption. That way, as soon after November 28th as we can start the abatement so that we keep the demolition on schedule. We're still hopeful it'll be the end of the year, mindful that there are some holidays in there. So, but I think we had talked about early next year. So we're still on schedule. I talked to the gentleman who we walked around the building with and who gave us the estimate. He was recovering from surgery that he had in mid-October. His recovery is going well. So when we're ready, he's ready. We did reach out to two other demolition firms. I believe one backed out, or I should say opted not to submit an estimate, and the other one I never heard back from. So I don't know if that satisfies your 3-bid requirement. As you probably can guess, there's not a lot of demolition folks in Vermont, so we are limited in our options.
Any questions? Any questions? No?
I only have a comment, and it's the unbelievable patience of Mrs. Dance. This project has taken way too long.
Elizabeth, how confident are you that we're gonna move beyond this? Because
Oh,
I just feel
absolutely.
like we're dragging our feet.
Regional planning the Brownfields Committee has already approved the funds. We just have to, again, I don't mean to be dismissive, we just have to tick this box. So I am completely confident that this building will come down, and to Chris's point,
It's gonna fall down.
this has not been the smoothest process. But I think when all is said and done, when we get that building down and we follow proper procedures and, you know, to the other point, we'll find a different movie, sorry. You know, we are using, non-local funds. Oh, Jesus. So, sorry.
Sorry.
We are trying to be mindful of taxpayers' monies.
So the person doing the abatement is the same person doing the demo?
No, the abatement will have to be, through a licensed, contractor, so I believe that has been identified.
I thought he was.
I just need to work with, Greta.
Okay. I thought he was licensed to do asbestos.
Yeah.
Now, he's the demolition and paint and all of that.
Okay.
So, with this evening, we give you the go-ahead, when is the next action supposed to take place, or might we anticipate it taking place?
You will get something, November 28th must be a Monday, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, but that makes sense because that's Bill's starting date. So Tuesday, you should get something from me saying, here's our next steps. And the asbestos, the abatement should be scheduled before then. Or before then to happen after that.
So, do you have any idea when the abatement process can start?
I mean, technically, it could start November 29th.
Really? Okay.
I mean, 'cause once the comment period is over, you get, and the funds have been, allocated.
Yeah.
That's all we're waiting for is the end of the comment period.
Yeah, because the money has already been committed for this project, for
Yeah.
the abatement. And I could have swore, I thought the guy he could abate the asbestos as well. After he did that, then he'd do the demo.
Let me double check, it's been so long since we've had that
You told me
conversation.
you could.
I'll double check.
Yeah, double check. Keep me in the loop on that, because I'm pretty sure that's the case, but.
Okay.
And please pass the word that we are ready.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, one more thing, Elizabeth, and I'm not trying to stir the water here, but have you heard anything on the dig that they did last week? The archaeological dig?
Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself and I was already unmuted. We are waiting for the full report. They did apparently find free contact in the back of the building, at the back of the lot. That does not preclude us from bringing the building down, as far as we know. I don't think it's a huge surprise that they found something, but we're waiting for the details, so I don't have a lot of information on that.
Are they set to a schedule, or can they take their time and get it to us whenever they need it? Or do they have a?
They are,
Huh?
I have to double check the schedule. They are on a schedule. I have to check the date. I was only in the office for like 2 hours today. I have to double check, but they are on a schedule. It's not like they can take 6 or 8 months.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay, that's good, so.
I'll
so-
get that to Reg tomorrow.
All right.
So, does this mean if the demolition contractors that were supposed to bid on it backed out or didn't give you a bid, that we can go with the fellow that went through it? Can we give him the go-ahead?
I believe that's a question for Lynn, to see if it meets your 3 bid.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
Okay. That's good.
Right.
That's gonna be
Okay,
So I
so, would you like to contact him, or you want me to?
Oh, well, you know I love you, Neil, but can I? I want to just confirm with him, you know what I'll do is I'll email him and copy you. How's that?
That sounds like a start.
Okay.
Just make-
He's pretty responsive, so I think he'll get back to me pretty quick, and I think he was really excited about this project. So I anticipate he'll be,
Yeah.
Keep me in that loop too, please.
yep.
Thank you.
Okay, that sounds good. And
Okay.
because as soon as that abatement gets done, I'd like to have him in there.
Yep.
I mean, that would be nice. I mean, and I'm trying to be nice, you know me.
Yeah. I know.
So, okay, keep Reg and I in the loop and let us know what the demolition guy says. So,
Okay.
okay?
Before I go, or we move on, it's really not part of the public hearing, but, Bill, I think you and I will be meeting at some point. I work for the Regional Development Corporation, work pretty closely with the village, and we're an excellent resource, if I say so myself. So, I'm sure we'll be talking.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Thank you.
Congratulations to being a foster parent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sounds like you got your hands full tonight.
Poor little thing's got a cold and an ear infection, and she.
So answer me one more question, Elizabeth.
Sure.
Having a young child around, does it make you feel younger?
Depends on the day, the minute, the hour. Yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations and thanks for this evening.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you need minutes of this meeting for the public hearing?
Probably couldn't hurt. Yeah, I'll give Greta just a notice.
Okay.
That, we're good to move ahead, so that way we can get that ball rolling, and then when we get the minutes, we'll just put that in the file.
I'll
Keyword
email you.
being, we're ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
We're ready.
I may email her tonight.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, okay, so we finished the public comment on that, or do we want, would the Kilburns like to say anything on the comment on the asbestos?
No, just the sooner the better, right?
Right,
Before somebody
Before-
burns the place down.
before it falls in on the people that are doing the abatement.
Right.
So, yeah, and I talked to the people that were there last week. There's a group from the University of Vermont that were doing the archaeological dig, but they were only supposed to go within 20 feet of the building, and so they concentrated mostly on the back of the lot. So like Elizabeth said, that shouldn't interfere with the demolition. And the gentleman that we talked to about demolishing the building itself doesn't have to disturb anything in the back where they were studying, so. But hopefully that'll be cleaned up.
It will. It's sad to drive by it for
Yeah.
people our age who can remember going there to dance to big bands on Saturday night,
Yeah.
what it
They
used to be.
used to have chamber meetings there,
Yeah,
so,
and weddings.
yeah, so. But
We-
we'll,
I think as exciting as it will be to bring that building down, we have to be cognizant that there are many people in the community who have very fond memories of that building, and kind of respect their memories at the same time that we kind of move on to a new chapter on that lot.
so,
Pastime, you have to know when to hold and when to fold.
okay,
It's time for us to get out of here.
next item, any other necessary business? Adam?
Couple
Alright.
quick things. Just a reminder to folks that the winter parking ban begins December 1st in the village. Sorry. Very important. Christmas in the park is Saturday, November 26th, I think it is, whatever that Saturday is.
It would be 26.
26.
26, yep.
26?
It's either 3 or 3:30, I don't remember, but big cast of characters coming. And I just want to shout out to all the volunteers who helped us with flags for veterans the last 2 weeks, setting up, taking down. 150 beautiful US flags flying in the wind. A little extra special for me this year, so it's, but I can't thank everybody enough, and I know a lot of people want to do more, but we need more people in order to do more.
Yeah.
So, we need more people.
Well, thanks for that. They look great.
They looked awesome.
Gene, you wanna say anything?
Yes, I want to make sure that I thank the voters and everybody here thanks them for the support of the water line crossing
Yeah.
that river.
Yep.
That's been on my agenda since I saw them repairing the old one. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
I feel better, much better.
Yes, thank you.
I'll give you a quick update on that. They're gonna go Thursday and Friday, do some more boring on both sides of the bank, just to make sure that there's no foobarrs in between there, like we had at the other
Yeah.
crossing.
Right.
Oh, my
So-
goodness.
So,
We don't need another hurdle.
yeah, right. Chris?
My only comment is, again, on the flags, and that beautiful sunny day with the flags out there on the park, that was awesome. I went to the breakfast out in St. Albans at the American Legion, and people were talking about it.
Yeah.
That was pretty nice.
Yep, they all want to join in on the fun, and I said, you got your own community.
Yeah.
Let's build it community by community. I mean, it's huge. It's, I think we're the only one in the state that's doing it right now, so.
Yeah.
I saw another one in my travels in the last couple of months. It must have been around the 4th of July. And it probably was in New Hampshire.
Yep.
I'm not sure, I don't remember exactly where.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Reg, you wanna add to it here?
I have nothing.
You have nothing?
I have nothing.
My
Huh.
goodness.
We got one more meeting. I have nothing.
That's what you think.
I had to ask 3 more, but.
3 more? Okay, I'll take that one there.
We can have a bunch of special meetings, just for you.
I think there's only 3 before the end of the year.
There it is.
When you,
I have nothing.
you're all set?
Yep.
Bill's all set. So, I guess I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session to discuss legal matters and personnel.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded to go into executive session for discussion of legal matters and personnel. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the motion's carried. We're in executive session. Thank you.